Thank you very much for joining us. I'm super excited to have you here with us today and to be back for a webinar. It's been quite a long time for me. I know Emmanuel has done a lot recently, but I'm super happy. We had a very exciting IBC, and we wanted to continue on this dynamic and tell you more about the partnership with Embrace, tell you more about the recent projects we've done together, and how to really build content automation and then modern supply chain nowadays with the help of Aski-da and Embrace. So I'm super happy to have Emmanuel with us today. Hi, Emmanuel.
Hi, everyone. Hello.
Thank you for joining. And Antoine is with us as well. Antoine is our new head of operations for Aski-da Managed Services. So thank you, Antoine, for being with us. All together, we will give you an overview of what we do together. But just before that, I wanted to tell you that we can read your questions if you use the Q&A box in the webinar tool. So we will be happy to answer any questions you have after the presentation. Please shoot them in the Q&A box. Also, this webinar is being recorded, so the replay will be available afterwards. And also, just for you to know, we will subtitle this replay in French and Spanish if you want to share it with any colleagues. Before we go to the heart of the topic, just a quick reminder of where is Aski-da Group today. We have been, after 22 years, through a major rebranding at the end of June, and we are now organized around 5 business units. We have Aski-da Broadcast, which is our legacy business of broadcast engineering and support. We have Aski-da Creative, dealing with graphics and virtual production workflows. We have Aski-da Training, and we have 2 new business units, Aski-da Synergies, doing everything related to project management and change management, and Aski-da Managed Services, which is the topic that we will develop today together. Aski-da Group is working with a lot of clients in France and Europe, mostly broadcasters, but also production companies, global brands, corporate organizations, and of course, we are partnering also a lot with vendors and system integrators. So what is Aski-da Managed Services? Basically, the aim of Aski-da Managed Services is to help customer finding efficiency in their workflow and solving some workflow automation issues by delivering end-to-end solutions. And for that, we leverage 3 pillars. The first one is our team of experts that we have been building for years now, and we are 140 experts now at Aski-da Group that can help customers with a high expertise in all the media workflows. The second thing that we are leveraging is infrastructure. We will deploy these workflows either in cloud systems, public cloud, private cloud, or on premises in your infrastructure, and of course, more and more in a hybrid way between on-prem and cloud. The last pillar is the technology partners, and that's why we are happy to work with Embrace here, because we are sourcing innovative software solutions to help us with these workflows. We address specific use cases. We do not have the intention of solving all the problems, but we are really focusing on some of the use cases where we think we can bring value to the customers. We think we have the right expertise and the right partners to help you. Not going into the details, but basically the services we offer with Aski-da Managed Services can grow from the analysis of your needs, the design of the right solution, of course, all the implementation of workflows and technologies. Once the system is ready to go live, everything related to training, change management, and support, where we also have a proven track record in all these domains. So we can really, that's why we say we handle end-to-end workflow, because we have really this capability of helping you from the beginning to the end of the projects. As I mentioned, we work with technology partners. We are not limited to these partners. And by the way, using solutions like Embrace is also a way to extend the technology we can integrate, because we will see that there are a lot of solutions that Embrace can help us to integrate with. But we work closely with technology partners, hand in hand with vendors. We've been working with vendors for years. We have been vendors ourselves in the past. So that's how we think we can also help you to achieve smooth delivery of these projects. We will mention during this presentation a few actual projects that we've done with Embrace, so I will not elaborate too much on the recent projects. Actually, Aski-da was doing managed services even before we created the managed services business unit, but we will tell you more in a bit with actual projects that we have been working on with Embrace. So now that I gave you this quick overview of the where Aski-da is today and what Aski-da Managed Services is offering, I would like to hand over the floor to Emmanuel to tell us a bit about Embrace and about the automated platform, which is how we will, which is the product we will focus on today.
Thank you, Aurélien. Thank you for that introduction and for being such a great partner. Honestly, I mean, what we've been doing together, you know, for the past years is really amazing, and the way we progress together is key. I think what you mentioned is in the title of your webinar is all about the modern media supply chain. And today we will focus exactly on that. It's and this is what we do with our products. So for those of you who do not know Embrace is a software vendor based in Paris. Company started in 2015, and we are dedicated to only one mission, is to build great products around automation and orchestration with collaboration in mind. And we will get back to this. We believe, and for those of you who are obviously following very closely our industry or went to IBC this year, you are hearing more and more a concept about the human in the loop, which is basically not forgetting the users. And this is where we come into play, and where we think we have a unique value to offer today on the market. Our products span from many use cases, from content preparation, basically from ingest to delivery, to complex media supply chain, with a lot of and breaking the silos between a lot of departments, basically implementing business processes to streamline operations. And a lot of our use cases are also around graphics workflows, and this is something that we're going to focus on in an environment, I would say in a world today where deployment is hybrid, on-prem, in the cloud, with partners regarding managing services, hosting, but still being able to leverage what you have on-prem or services you subscribe to in the cloud. You can move on to the next slide. Obviously, our DNA is with broadcasters, but more and more with content owners, and a lot of use cases in sports, where we see a lot of need on the media supply chain side for the content prep, from ingest to delivery, but also obviously with audience engagement type of use case, where you will see in a few seconds how automated can play. So we have two products, Automated and Pulse-it. They share at the core three key pillars that we will go into the details. But first, it's an orchestration, low-code, no-code orchestration engine. The second pillar is all about collaboration through web UIs that can be built on demand, depending on the use cases or the problem or the business process that you need to implement or the problem that you need to solve. And the last element, which is key, and that Aski-da is leveraging on a daily basis with managed services, is observability, meaning the ability to understand what's going on with your workflow, with user operations, and doing continuous delivery and continuous improvement. Today, we are really going to focus on automate it. I believe we will go over Percent maybe during another webinar, but the idea today was really to highlight and provide real life examples of what we've been implementing together. So let's jump in with all those workflows around graphics, what we call data-driven personalized videos or near life graphics. The idea is that at the core, it's based on the ability to automate Adobe After Effects render engine using Adobe After Effects templates. So you come with a concept, an idea that translates into creation and an After Effects template, a composition. On one side, on the other side, you have data sitting somewhere. Could be anywhere, could be on any type of or any type of format, or it could be in a CSV, could be in an Excel, could be in a traffic system. We will see examples of that in a few. And obviously, you need to have a piece of content, media, and programming. So these are the three key pillars that we are leveraging in all our projects: orchestration, collaboration, and observability. But let's go into the examples to make it maybe less abstract and conceptual, and turn that into examples.
The first use case that we want to tell you about is the promo versioning, which is one of the first use case that automated was used for. So maybe Emmanuel, you can give us a quick intro about what promo versioning means before Antoine explains us how we did it for a specific customer.
Yes, sure. So for everyone here in the team, and we have a lot of people from France today, so we're talking here about bande annonce, and it's all about doing versions, broadcast versioning. About when you promote your content for one program, you need to do multiple versions: tonight, tomorrow, this week, etc. And these are mundane tasks that you have to do on a daily basis. Not really any added value there in terms of copy and pasting. For an Adobe After Effects experts, on doing all those versions for a single program and for a promotion campaign. So we came up with the idea to completely automate that. And this is a very strong use case that we have been exploring, implementing at many different levels, and with many different broadcasters, from ProSieben to Eurosport to Canal Plus to RTL Belgium, Netherlands, etc. To name the few, and obviously some great projects we've been doing together. So the video here is not the ideal way you will see in the replay or by sharing. These are just a few examples of promos and versions of promos that are generated by the tool. But I think, Aurélien, you have some great examples that you've been implementing, because again, this is a fantastic way to do more with less, in a scenario where today you have more screens, because that obviously works for 16:9 and broadcast, but that works also for social media and platforms.
Great. Indeed, we have been working recently on an actual customer project for the new broadcaster T18 that's launched in June this year. So it's very recent. So Antoine, can you quickly introduce the context of this project and what was asked us to do, and what we deployed? Oh, I can't hear you, Antoine. I don't know if I'm the only one.
You're on mute.
I can.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes.
now we can hear you.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, but very quickly, 𝐤𝐤𝐚 is a French TV channel that have been started broadcasting early June this year, and they contacted us to design their graphic production workflow, including these promos. So we propose them to deploy the automated solution to leverage automation and limit at the maximum the number of human operation in the process of creating these promos. It was a time-sensitive project because I contacted it in very short time before starting broadcasting. So for that reason, we decided to deploy the infrastructure on AWS for many reasons. Because it's ready to use. AWS have all the technology to deploy this automated solution from the VM, storage, services, monitoring, security. So everything is already ready to be deployed. It's a fast deployment. And we have this high availability because all the infrastructure is maintained by AWS. System is very scalable, so it's very easy to scale up and down the system. And even if we do not apply on this project, we can have the pay as you go. So you just pay for what you use, and when the system is not used, we can shut down the system to save money. In this context, as we deployed it on 𝐤𝐤𝐚's tenant, so we use their tenants, so they keep all the visibility, the control of the infrastructures that we've deployed for this project. So Aski-da teams took care of all this project, all the implementation with a very close collaboration with the Embrace team and the customer creative and technical teams.
Can you explain us a little bit from a user perspective how this promo creation workflow works for them, starting with the preparation of the promos? How does it start?
Yes, on the user perspective, the system is operated from this automated web interface, so where the user can access custom forms and task lists that have been designed with the team before, that let them to choose which promo require some attention. Here, the metadata field are already populated with an integration that we've done with 𝐦𝐶, which is the 𝐤𝐤𝐚's BMS system, so that the system already knows which fields need to be, which shot need to be generated and the different variants of the promos to be created. So we anyway keep human in the loop to be sure and to have some control. So with users and can have some interaction with some parts of metadata, so they can review it, they can correct and modify it just to be sure that what we will ask for the render correctly match the expectation. Thanks to the keyframing system on the Adobe After Effects template, sorry, the user is also able to preview what will be generated before starting the render, so that they can preview and be sure that what they will have at the end is really what they expect. Once they review all these steps, they can choose to initiate the rendering workflow. And now all the orchestration will be done by the automated system, and all the render behind will be performed by the Adobe tools.
Yeah, the preview feature is really something very important in automated, and that I really like. So we avoid unnecessary renders that would not be correct and that we would realize afterwards should be redone. So with this preview feature, we can really know beforehand how things are going to look, and that's quite efficient. How does it work, Antoine, once the promo has been created, once the render has been done?
Once the render has been done, the promo is available in another user interface, in another task list, visible by the editorial team in charge of approving content. So here we have one important notion, that you can have different teams having different visualization or different dashboard based on their role. So you can filter and display different view and dashboard. From another, custom form. So we have a different panel. From another panel, we are allowed to review different versions of the promo. So we have all the versions that have been generated, and we can review all one by one, so that we can accept or reject what have been generated. And once we do this operation, a notification is sent on the BMS system and on some users. So once it's done, the approved content, of course, is delivered to here an S3 bucket in the correct broadcast format.
Great. So here we see that the operational teams, like the person in charge of generating the promos, promoting the programs, can control and review and approve what has been created. What about the observability of the system by the maintenance team, the administration teams of the customer?
Yeah, of course, besides the task list and what we've seen before, we also have an administration view and a monitoring system that is available for administrators, so that we can monitor all the workflow, we can monitor the render queue and all the components running on the automated system. We can choose what we want to see, and we can create custom dashboard for administrators, so that on one dashboard we can have the very specific view with a specific component they want to have an overview on, from the system, from the workflow, from statistics. So this mechanism of custom dashboard makes the system very powerful and very flexible to be used by administrators too.
Okay, thank you, Antoine, for this quick but complete overview of the 𝐸18's workflow. What I want to emphasize here is it's really the heart of what Embrace products are, that we can see in this simplified version of the workflow. We have technical tasks that are being orchestrated by the workflow engine at the heart of automated. We have custom forms, so you can design really customized, tailor-made forms for different type of users, depending on their rights, depending on their role in the organization, including, of course, all this media preview. So we combine these forms and this technical task with, of course, infrastructure layer. In this case, it's all sitting in AWS, and integration with third parties, making the workflow fully interoperable with the existing infrastructure of the client. So I think this is a really good summary of what Embrace products can do, and we will see a few other use cases in a minute. But here you have already a global overview, and you can have your imagination work to imagine what else you could do with these workflows. So what we brought here is what I call the complexity made simple. As Emmanuel mentioned earlier, automated and Pulse are no-code tools, so it's really easy for our teams at Aski-da to integrate with other third parties or customize the workflows that are being executed. And of course, it's also easy for the customer to do that. It's not a black box. We want to hand over the system to the customer, and for the customer to be able to make the system live and build new workflows with it. And it's very important, and I think a big advantage of Embrace systems. Of course, we bring the media workflows expertise. That's at the heart of Aski-da DNA. We talk the same language as our customers, and that's how we can find solutions quickly and efficiently. And what I want to also emphasize here is the collaboration part between us as integrator of the system, the customer who is coming with his creative team, his technical team, their existing infrastructure, and the Embrace team here. We work as a team together to deliver a project and to deliver a very good time to value. The important is that there is a good return on investment for the customer. And we are not talking about months of projects. It's really important to understand here that this can be deployed very quickly, actually just in a few weeks for this specific project. So it's also not a big burden on the internal resources, engineering resources of the customer. We are talking about things that can be made, deployed, and that can go live very quickly. So that's one use case that we have handled with automated, but we can go one step further with what we call automated content generation. And if we are talking about promos and trailers, this one step further could be to add AI in the workflow. Emmanuel, can you tell us what we can do with AI in this type of workflows?
Yes. So what you have in front of you is a proof of concept that we showed at IBC this year. So fully on AWS, and the idea was to use AI in that example to help an operator to generate a trailer. And how do we help in that case is by analyzing different type of content with, in that case, the Amazon Nova model through Bedrock, as well as with 12 Labs, in order to generate highlights. So based on different type of content, we have different type of prompts, and we analyze the content. We provide the results of those highlights into an automated web form with all the notification process that goes with it. And we load external tools. In that case, we were loading accurate video edits in order to typically adjust the results from the highlights, or the ability to reprompt typically. And when the operator was happy with the results, sending everything into the Adobe After Effects template in order to generate. Maybe you can move to the next slide, just to show the fact that you can have AI as an helper. That's one stage where you package everything and you generate those highlights and you accelerate the process, keeping the brand guidelines also in conformity and in compliance with your channels and your destination. So that is an interesting one where we start to see AI obviously coming into play regarding trailer generation. Obviously, we will see in a minute how other type of AIs can help. I'm typically thinking about localization. We will touch on that, or reframing, etc. But I think we have other slides on those. But this is also our way to look at and exploring different approaches. And again, as Aurélien was mentioning, integration with any type of external services like this is out of the box with automated.
Great. Another type of content generation that we can look at with automated is completely data-driven and automated programs. So that's the project we did, for instance, for customer TV Monaco, where we generated a weather forecast. You can see here in two formats, for the main broadcast and for social media, in a fully automated workflow. So here we have data coming from the weather data provider that is combined in a graphics template. We have a lot of rules and algorithms in the template itself to drive how the art is
maybe you need to move to the next slide, because maybe with the video
program is fully automatically generated. Oh, sorry.
You're on use.
Sorry, we have issue when I'm playing the video. I think that's what you meant.
Yeah.
In that case, I hope you can still hear me properly. So yes, we can generate completely automatically this kind of program. And here you can see with another project that was done by Embrace at Euronews that we can also have an automated localization of this type of program, which makes it even more flexible to address multiple markets, multiple channels, and all of that with a single platform and very minimum human intervention. Emmanuel, do you want to add anything on that?
No. This is a great example of content localization, typically, and that can work also for personalized content. I mean, if you have a scenario when you want to offer typically a weather report for your hometown, and you could, with a specific.
Okay. Moving on to the next use case, Emmanuel, can you tell us about this automated thumbnails generation?
Sure. So you can create clips automated, obviously, images. So in that scenario, we're generating thumbnails for the 𝐸G, so the canal. As we more are reaching out this platform now to your live demand. This is a way to promote games. Here, this example, Premier League, we generate all the thumbnails directly automatically based on the data we have, the logos, and the branding, and we generate automatically all those thumbnails. So in this case, again, this was done a lot of manual processes and take a lot of time, not a lot of view, and sometimes difficult when you change in the programming, whatever. So really important to be able to process, especially again more destinations and content, and so this is the example of data-driven generation from graphic.
I think your audio was breaking a bit, Emmanuel, but I hope that everyone could still understand what you were mentioning about this. Yes, automated creation of all the variants of these thumbnails and poster frames. Again, fully data-driven with metadata coming from the various existing systems and multiple outputs, as Emmanuel was explaining, to the different platforms. One more use case is of content generation is about audience engagement. So here is an example of what we presented at our booth at IBC this year, and we had this similar presentation at Embrace booth as well. Basically, this is a tool to interact with an audience or with fans. It can be applied to viewer interaction during a program, a sports program, or an entertainment show, but can be also applied on events like we did at IBC. Basically, the concept is to have someone scanning a QR code, getting a quick form where they can upload a video selfie of themselves, maybe a video selfie of themselves watching a football match or watching the final of The Voice. And then with automated, we can automatically generate a souvenir video that will be made available to the user to publish on their social media or to be broadcasted in a narrowcasting system in the stadium or on the TV set directly. So yes, here is the kind of result that you can create with this system. And I know the audio is breaking when I play video, so I will just let you watch, and then I will come back. So yes, this kind of video very easily created with automated and in a full self-service mode for your viewers, your audience, your fans, your visitors, depending on the context where you are using the system. Emmanuel, I think we can also use AI in this type of use case, right? I can't hear you at all. I don't know.
Can you hear now?
Yeah, it's breaking a bit, but it's.
I don't know what's coming from the form. Can you don't hear well? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I know it's really breaking a lot. I don't know, Antoine, if you hear the same.
Yeah, it's the same for me, and we have some message that for attendance that it's the same also.
Okay.
So
Sorry about this technical issue.
maybe I'll say about
What? Sorry, Emmanuel, we can't really understand you. I think maybe you can try to reconnect. I don't know. Antoine, can you still hear me?
Yeah, all good for me.
Okay, so maybe while Emmanuel is maybe trying to reconnect or to fix the audio issue, what you see here is the workflow that was deployed by Embrace for their own souvenir video at IBC. And here the innovation is that AI was also involved in the process to moderate the text and the images that were submitted by the users. So detection of profanity, for instance, is something that is possible here, thanks to AI services that can be directly connected to automated inside the automated workflow. The other innovation was the interaction with the user was done not through just a web form like you've seen before, but also through messaging apps like Telegram. And we also have another example that was done a few months ago for an AWS event where the user interaction was done in WhatsApp. So you can really imagine a lot of different applications for this kind of workflow. Again, we are still in the content generation use case, but as you've seen, we've been to weather reports, to audience and fan engagement. We can really do a lot by using automated to orchestrate these kind of tasks and graphics templates to be populated with data and media together. I don't know, Emmanuel, if you can, if we can hear you now.
Can you hear me back?
Yes, it seems to be better. So maybe we talk a bit about the reframing use case that we can do with automated as well.
Yes. So, sorry about the technical issue here. So yes, reframing is a really important use case that we have. Obviously, we know that with social media that it's today completely mandatory regarding the reaching the audience, either for promoting the content, especially. We have a lot of use cases where we have 16:9 content, and we need to repurpose that content for smartphones, mobile phones, and social media consumption. So there are technologies today that help basically reframe that 16:9 to a 9:16 ratio. And with automated, we are able to trigger those external services, display the results into a web form. I think it's the slide that you have just after, in order to be able to take a decision, looking at the results. You can prompt in order to say, hey, I want to follow this character or this specific object, and you receive the results. You are obviously completely notified into the system. So this is something that works really well. A lot of different technologies out there, but this is a great example to say, hey, I have all that content in my library. I want to repurpose that, or I don't have a specific 9:16 production for that content. And this is where automated can help, prepare, package the content, putting into the correct brand guidelines in order to deliver it to platforms, to digital platforms.
Amazing. So at the end of the day, what we are touching with all these different use cases built on the same platform is about building a modern media supply chain, and it is really what automated allows you to do with integration with multiple third-party systems. We've been talking about data sources, but we can talk about media asset management systems as well, which is a very important part of the media workflows. Of course, that doesn't happen in a disconnected way from what you have. You have media asset management systems, and of course, automated can integrate with these existing systems. You have a few examples here. It can also be third-party processing engines, like here we see Telestream Vantage, which was a new integration announced at IBC, a new case study published at IBC, with Telestream. So of course we can integrate all these components in the workflows, and now more and more there will be AI components included in the workflow as well. As you've seen, we always have a human in the loop, but we can leverage AI components here and there to achieve specific tasks. The good thing with the custom forms that we can build in Embrace products is that we can now also interact with these AI services. It's not just the AI doing something and giving a result. It's also a user sitting in front of their web browser and interacting inside automated forms to prompt and reprompt the AI to refine the job that has been done by the AI agent. So it's really a full ecosystem of components that you can integrate in Automated. If we extend that to Pulseit, the other product that we will probably cover extensively in another webinar, you can also think about ingest publishing, content preparation for VOD publishing, and a lot of other use cases as well. What is important to remember is the three pillars that Emmanuel has mentioned at the beginning. We have orchestration, we have people. Sorry, I'm lost now.
Collaboration with the web forms, yes.
Yeah. We have the collaboration, we have the orchestration,
and the observability piece, yeah.
The collaboration, and we have the observability. And this is really a fantastic tool to build a lot of different workflows and maximize the return of investment that you will get, and the efficiency gain that you will get. So that's what we wanted to show you today. Just before taking questions, as a conclusion, I think we have touched all these points already, so we'll try not to repeat myself too much, but yeah, operational efficiency, I think we've demonstrated how this can be achieved with all the automation that you can do. Flexibility and scalability, Antoine mentioned it. This is a highly scalable system. It's fully compatible with AWS EKS as well. So you can really have a scalability in the system, and flexibility. Just, you've seen the versatility of the system and the number of different workflows that you can implement. Various engagement models. We, as Aski-da Managed Services, can either deploy the system on your infrastructure or manage a full cloud deployment for you, and we take care of the infrastructure layer, and you just pay for the service every month. So it's quite flexible in that sense as well. At the end of the day, it's about innovating with minimizing the risks, especially when it comes to introducing progressively AI in the workflows, and the platform really allows you to do that by building new workflows, including AI agents, testing different AI services connected to the platform. And while we are taking care of that for you, you can focus on your core business, and we are really here to help you achieve all the transformations that you want to do. So yes, that's the overview that we wanted to give you today. And if you have any questions now, we are happy to answer them, try to answer them. I will just switch screens to see if there is any question coming.
We have a question regarding a plan B.
Yes, a plan B. So at the moment, for this T18 end-to-end workflow, we rely on the AWS infrastructure to ensure the availability of the service and of the system. We have there are discussions with the customer about an on-prem workflow at some point, but that's not something that I can elaborate on at the moment. So for now, we really leverage all the possibilities that we have in AWS to ensure the maximum availability.
And to be clear also on that is that we have the flexibility to deploy in hybrid ways. So there is a lot of scenarios where you need to be in the cloud, or you need to be on-prem, or you just need to be on-prem. So the system, is really flexible from an infrastructure standpoint. So that's one way to see it and to work with it. We also have a staging system. You can have multiple pre-production, production systems. You can have handoffs between systems. So many different ways also to mitigate the risks between where you host your platforms. And there is also the capability, and I think this is something that Aurélien, you have implemented with TV Monaco, is also this, but this is different, but also to have a backup plan, a plan B regarding the content. And in case you don't have access to external services, typically the weather data, you don't have it. You only have the one from 2 hours ago. Well, you can still use the version from the 2 hours ago, so that you have your program that is available to be moved on air, and no issues there. So there's many ways to implement plan B's, C's, and recovery plans.
Exactly. One question for you, probably, Emmanuel, about any plans of integrating DaVinci Resolve as part of the ecosystem of solutions connected to the automated platform.
So this is something that we been looking for some time. When I say some time, a long time. It's all about the question of the right type of APIs, typically. So I cannot also elaborate too much on that publicly, but this is something that we've been looking very closely, monitoring very closely, having conversation with the vendor, and this is definitely on our radar. But I cannot share any more than that regarding roadmaps or plans. It's also a lot depending on the other side to provide the right tooling.
One question is, Aski-da using their own software developers to augment this alongside this their own offering, or is it just providing Embrace created workflows as a service? So I think what's important to mention here is that the Embrace tool is by design allowing us to create new workflows. We are not just delivering ready-to-made workflows that would be in a fixed catalog that Embrace is providing. We are creating workflows using Embrace toolkit that is available in Automated and Pulse-it. It's a no-code, low-code platform, so we can write some parts of code if we need to integrate with a specific API that has not been natively integrated in Automated or Pulse-it. So that's where the flexibility comes. Yes, we are able as Aski-da writing the lines of codes that we need to augment the Embrace platform and connect to new third-party services or execute other tasks. So it's really where it's a collaboration. Embrace is focusing on delivering the best product, the stability, the security, the reliability of the platform. And we as Aski-da are focusing on implementing the workflow that a customer needs. So yes, we can write code to augment the Embrace possibilities, but thanks to the design of the Embrace products, we don't need to write too much code to deliver projects. And it's pretty important also for the customers to own the project, to own the system afterwards. It's not sustainable for a customer if we have written thousands of lines of codes and they cannot maintain it afterwards. That's where the Embrace design is really interesting for us, but also for the customers to take ownership on the system once it goes live. So that's the model of that's one reason why we chose to work with Embrace, and that's, I think, a win-win for us, for Embrace, and for the customer in the end. Just about you were asking as well, Mark, if this is SaaS PaaS model. So we deploy one instance of automated or Parse-it for each customer. So there is no concern about sharing data amongst different customers on the same platform. That's also something that is worth knowing. Emmanuel, I don't know if you want to add anything on that part, but
maybe just an example of what you did with 𝐸𝐶, typically in a very short time, regarding the traffic system. And this is what differentiates, us from the idea of having connectors or pre-built connectors. We prefer to talk about the fact that we have native tasks that give you the ability to integrate with what's ever out there. That's really the philosophy, and this philosophy works also very well in fast-paced environments, because sometimes you say, hey, yes, I have a connector, I'm going to be faster, but the reality is devils are in the details, I would say. So when you're in your media workflows and media flows, you know that you need to adapt to the situation of the customer, to the specific configuration that it has. We don't have like monolithic platforms, sitting like this and doing everything on their own. They are part of an ecosystem more and more, with users, with security constraints, etc. So I believe this approach, is and the reality of the projects that you have implemented at Aski-da is really a great illustration about this, because you emphasize that, but I think the reality is that the time to market, time to value, the fact that, hey, we're launching this new set of programs, or we're launching this new channel, or we have now these new delivery endpoints. It's really the business who is driving this, and the technical teams, they have to rely on partner like yourself to be able to deliver very quick. It's the same also with project where you have a lot of graphics. Sometimes the creation and the creative, they build on the brand, they build on the different creative scenarios to the really last minute, and then you have a very, very short time, in order to implement. Let's say, hey, we are going to have a new rebranding for September, and up you go. You have everything, like 2 weeks before it goes on air. So that's also the reality of the projects, and I think to be able to do that quick turnaround, low code, no code is really the approach, and obviously your expertise, in order to help and implement, but in cooperation. I think this is also a very modern way of seeing implementations and projects, so that the end customer, as you said, have full visibility on the workflows, on the way it's implemented, on the ability to duplicate, to understand, with the right training associated to that. It's I would say it's more a methodology and teamwork, as you mentioned, between Aski-da, Embrace, and the end customer.
Thank you. And about these quick turnarounds, we will have some projects our teams are delivering right now that we will be able to talk about in a few weeks, that will also illustrate, I think, this capability that we have with the platform to deliver projects fairly quickly, and solve issues and optimize, streamline, gain efficiency very quickly. Thank you. I think we have no more question. Just seeing if someone wants to add a few more seconds. But yeah, otherwise, thank you very much to all of you for joining. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you, Antoine.
Thank you for having me
in this webinar. Sorry for the small technical issues that we had at some point. We will share the replay with you all, so you can rewatch some parts if needed. And yes, we hope to see you soon for another webinar or to discuss your projects. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you all.